everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you another winter design. I love grey, so this one I'm doing 2 coats of the dark grey on the pinky and the index finger for now, curing them for 30 seconds each in between. And this is a Canarine gel. I love the colour of that gel and I don't use it enough, but it's beautiful. Then for the ring finger, the middle finger and the thumb, I'm using the Model 1's Solid Cream gel. I love this stuff. I love all the solid cream gels. I'm dying to get my hands on some of the other colours, but I can't get them unless I buy sets. Damn it. So yeah, 2 coats of this again, same thing, 2 coats, curing in between, and then I'm putting top coats on them just to protect them so that I don't do anything silly to them. And then once they're top coated, it's time to start moving on with design work. This video for me is kind of different in the sense that I don't stamp at all. I've done everything on this set freehand. It's not perfect, it's not the best, but it's given me practice and I feel I'm getting better. So, on the middle nail, I wanted to do one of those raised Christmas jumper type designs again. So obviously this is really sped up. I took my time, I went really slow and still managed to get it going squint on my finger. But I don't care, I like how it turned out. I was quite impressed with my wee self. So I'm using the solid cream gel again, and I painted a couple of coats on just to raise it up a bit, and then I'm using this glitter from Magpie just to sprinkle over the top and then cure it and then dust it off, and then I'm going to do the side parts of the design. Yeah, it's just the same thing, put a couple of coats on to raise it up a bit and then sprinkle it with the glitter and cure. And I really like how it turned out. As I say, I know it's not perfect, but I like it, and the fact that everybody's admired it and said how much they like it has just made me like it even more. So there we go, that's the middle nail. On to the index finger, and again I'm using the solid cream gels. This is the white one, and I wanted to create, you know, like the chandelier type looks. That's what I was going for. Now I took a few attempts to do this. The curves are really getting me with the freehand. I'm struggling to draw curves. Straight lines I'm getting the hang of, but curves I'm really struggling with. So I took a few attempts to do this and get it the way I wanted it. And then after I do one and clean it up, I'm curing it in between before I do the next line. So yeah, I done 3 of those wee scoops, swags, no, 2. I don't know how many I done. Let me look at my finger. I done 2. And then I done a couple of the chains coming down, but I didn't like the way the chain looked, so I decided I was going to do it as a solid line instead. See, I'm okay with straight lines. It's just curved ones I'm not so great with. So they got cured. I didn't sprinkle glitter on these ones. I just cured the white gel as it was, and then added my Swarovski crystals to them after it was cured. And I love how this nail turned out. I was really happy with it. Apparently I didn't want to show you, but I did like it. So if you remember earlier on in the thumbnail, I had put on the light grey, but I changed my mind and decided I just wanted the dark grey with some of the same glitter that was sprinkled. I wanted to do a bit of a fade on the thumb, so I took off the light grey and I applied 2 coats of the dark grey, and now I'm just using the same glitter to do a fade up the thumb and get top coat on that. That's my glitter top coat, and then I'll put a layer of my good top coat on it, and that's the thumb done. So I love tartan nails at any time of year, but at Christmas I especially like them. So on the ring finger I wanted to do a bit of a tartan / plaid design. So I'm doing black first, and again I cure each line before I move on to the next one. These are all just straight lines, so I done not too bad with them, I think, and I do like the way it all came out. So once I tidied them up and neatened them, cured them, and then move on to the next step, which was going across the nail, and just carried on with that until I was happy with the way the black was lying. As I say, I had to take a clean up brush and dot it here and there with some alcohol, but it worked out fine. Then the white one, I'm obviously taking a bigger striper brush for this. And then I wanted to add a wee touch of red. I felt it was very monochromatic, which I do like, but I wanted a wee hint of Christmas in there. So I'm putting the red right down the side of the white and one across on top of the black, and I really love it. Absolutely love this nail. So I wanted that matte, and then it was moving on to in fact no, I done the index finger matte as well, and then put my jewels on. Yeah, that's right, the index finger was matte and then I put Swarovskis on. Yeah, and then the pinky, I left that shiny, but again I wanted Swarovskis on there, and I've incorporated the red. So I first put a wee silver ring on, which was quite awkward. It didn't want to lie the way I wanted it to lie, and it was doing my nothing, but however I got it eventually. And then I put a red Swarovski in the middle of that silver ring, just to tie things in together a wee bit, and I love how it turned out. I'm actually still wearing this design on my hand now, and I've had it on for over a week, so that's really good for me. That's quite a long time. For someone who does nails, that's a long time to keep a design on your finger. So yeah, you can see it didn't want to lie the right way. So I had a bit of a fight with it. And then I reminded myself it's an inanimate object and it won't get the better of me. Yeah, and there's a wee red Swarovski, and I just felt that it tied in and made the whole look come together. I hope you like it as much as I do. I love this design. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!